Hey, yo, what's good? What's Gucci? It's your boy, Philly Dub, back with another reaction video. It's Mr. I Can't Do This on My Own, Mr. God put me on. I was made on purpose, for a purpose, and guess what? So are you. Look, man, we're at like 41 subscribers, yo. So we've gotten like 3 in the past day or 2. I don't know. But I appreciate y'all for real. And we dropping daily. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just started this. I'm a new YouTuber, so if y'all just want to follow, just to see where this channel goes, because I can tell you, I think it's going. I think it's gonna go. I think it's gonna go. I for sure think it's gonna go. Yeah, we reacted to. I saw that Trevon got let go. Trevon Diggs, bro. What's going on, man? What's going on? If somebody would have told me in the beginning of the year that Parsons and Trevon would be out, I'd be like, yo, you're crazy. You're absolutely nuts. Like, what are we talking about right now? Like, there's no way, no shot. There's no shot. But let's see. This is the Pat McAfee show. Let's see what's good.
Football stuff. The Diggs family has certainly had an interesting day today. Trevon Diggs of the Dallas Cowboys has been released from the Dallas Cowboys. If he goes through the waiver process and he's unclaimed, he'll be a free agent heading into the playoffs.
That's crazy.
Obviously, I think 2 years ago he had like 11 or 12 picks or something like that, led the league. Obviously, as something has taken place with this particular defense with Eberflus and it hasn't worked out, what has gone wrong, you think, with Diggs in Dallas with this new defense? Because it used to be a staple, a pillar. And obviously, we know him and Micah are tight whenever all this stuff was kind of taking place. Felt like Diggs and Micah were together a couple times in front of the camera. Micah gets traded out of town. Diggs doesn't really work this year. What happened, do you think, D-Butt, from an on-field perspective? Or is it the off-field stuff that kind of affects the on-field stuff?
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of a combination of it all. I know he tore his ACL, I believe, after that big year, almost Defensive Player of the Year type year. Different system, obviously, with Flus. Never seemed like he quite clicked with the new regime over there, the play callers and stuff. Never really got quite fully healthy either. So, and obviously, with some other stuff off the field with the concussion that happened from the TV thing, so he missed a bunch of weeks. And then even when he was back having good weeks of practice, he still wasn't active on game day. So you kind of saw this coming down the line. But I'll be interested to see if a playoff team, takes a shot on them.
Who would be a team that would potentially need another corner?
The first team that comes to mind, they got good corners. They got a bunch of turnovers, would be the Bears, just because of the relationship he had with Al Harris, their DB coach, secondary coach, who he had a ton of success with in Dallas. And then you would just have to look at other teams who have dealt with some injuries at the cornerback position. So, but right now, the first team that pops to mind, even though the need isn't necessary there because Jalen Johnson is healthy and Deshaun Wright has had a pretty good year, Al Harris connection jumps out.
Field Yates putting out how much it would cost the new team if they were to acquire Diggs. They'd be on the hook for $472,000 doing base salary for Week 18, plus $58,000 if he is active this week. And then playoff checks are all the same, right? Still, Are they still doing the same?
Yep.
Man. People don't love that.
Nope.
Sign up for the playoffs then, right?
Yeah, that's exactly. Maybe not Week 18. You're saying let's go ahead and get out at $472,000, but somebody might have to sign him before that to get him from another team. Maybe I don't know what the market would.
Got to clear waivers too.
Yeah, which then somebody would be just saying we'll take the $472,000 before.
Who y'all think is going to who you think would pick him up out of these teams right here? Hey, who has a real shot? You know what I mean? I mean, Surtain. Like, imagine putting Surtain and him together. What about the Bills? I mean, he could go with his brother, the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? I could see the Bears for sure. Oh, the Niners. The Niners too, high key. The Niners too. They've been hurt on the. I know they got Chase Lucas back there, but
Al Harris.
And then playoff checks are all the same, right? Still, Are they still doing the same?
It's wild.
Man, people don't love that.
Nope.
Sign up for the playoffs then, right?
Yeah, that's exactly. Maybe not Week 18. You're saying let's go ahead and get out at $472,000, but somebody might have to sign him before that to get him from another team. Maybe I don't know what the market would.
Got to clear waivers too.
Yeah, which. Then somebody would be just saying, we'll take the $472,000 before the Week 18. Then we'll go, what's his contract look like going forward? No guaranteed money, it says, on his deal beyond the season.
Money.
So he's free agent basically after this year. So you'd literally just be leasing him for a playoff run. I'll be excited to see if anybody does that. Because if they're claiming him, that means they're going to pay the $400.
Picking up the contract.
He wants to go unclaimed, obviously, so he can go play in the playoffs.
Yep.
Yeah, he wants to go play somewhere. Yeah, where does he want to go?
What about the Bills, Butsy? Aren't they dealing with corner injuries, or am I wrong there?
Benford was back. Harrison has been playing decent. Their pass defense, want to say top-ranked pass defense, at least since the half of the year. Man, no, I don't see it, Bill. And then you gotta do your research if you are a team with, and this is what happens kind of behind the scenes, you know. And Coach, obviously, you know better than I would. Coach is reaching out to Shotty and everybody on that staff. Hey, what's been going on? What's the issue off the field? What's going on with them? You know, tell me what.
Yeah, why
the
release
public
them?
doesn't know. And then on the other side of that, based on what the tape, you got to make a decision if you want to bring them in your building.
BA, what are those conversations like? Obviously, you've been a head coach numerous times.
Yeah, I think general manager, head coach have to have a relationship with somebody in that building that gets real facts, not bullshit facts. And to me, it's very, very hard. Why are you letting him go now?
Yep.
You know, that's a red flag to me. If I'm the coach, there's a red flag. I gotta do all my homework before I bring this guy in the building.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin your culture for the playoffs either, but also, isn't there a lot of thoughts from NFL coaches and cultures nowadays as opposed to back in the day? Back in the day, if you were labeled a distraction, basically everybody was like, yep, we're not dealing with it. Now there seems to be a newer era of coaches that are like, it'll work here though, even though it didn't work there, right? Isn't there a little bit more of that
Yeah,
now?
especially if you have a need. If you've got a need and he's healthy. That's the other thing. Passing waivers and passing a physical. Two different things, but.
Yeah, interesting. It does feel like people take a little bit more shots on things that are labeled, or players that are labeled a distraction.
Got to have a strong culture. Got to have a strong culture from the head coach and then your leadership in the locker room. You know, they got to make a decision on, all right, is this a good guy to bring in? So that'll be a big part of it too.
I would go straight to my leaders. Hey, you want this guy? You know him? You want him? Yeah, we want him. Okay, we'll get him.
All right, let's roll for the playoffs. It's only 6 weeks. What all could this guy potentially do here?
A team like the Rams would make a lot of sense. They got a really good D-line. Their defensive coordinator, Shula, is the hot name right now, and they're looking to play the Eagles, who he's already played, or at least has a lot of experience with, has played twice this year, you would think. And I'm not sure what their money situation is, but you would think that they might be able to do it, especially with a lot of noise around the Rams, and they've been able to silence a lot of
Now,
it.
Stephon Diggs, brother of Trevon Diggs, of the New England Patriots, a lot of conversation this year about how much he has helped this Patriots team and how mature he's been, how much of a leader he's been on this squad, and how much his buy-in. Well, breaking as of today, the world is learning that he is facing strangulation and assault charges, and he's to be arraigned here a week before...
The AFC Championship, January 23rd.
January 23rd, but there is a potential delay in arraignment until March. And then his people have come out and basically obviously said that this is uncorroborated, this is not true. There's also a story coming out that maybe they're trying to get this figured out behind the scenes. The New England Patriots obviously had to come out with a statement. Here is what the New England Patriots had to say about the entire situation. The New England Patriots are aware of the accusations that have been made regarding Stephon Diggs. Stephon has informed the organization that he categorically denies the allegations. We support Stephon. We will continue to gather information and will cooperate fully with the appropriate authorities in the NFL as necessary. Out of respect for all parties involved, and given that this is an ongoing legal matter, we will have no further comment at this time. Okay, so that's all happening. That's a very real thing that's taking place. Now, what the outcome of this particular entire situation is, we don't know at this moment. That's a lot of drama. There's a very serious allegations, and that Patriots team seemingly has everything going in the right direction. Interesting how this pops up, and obviously we hope everybody's okay.
Yeah, there's a Dedham police report that's going around just talking about the entire thing. Who knows if that's true or not, but they do have a lot of experience with situations like this. Jabril Peppers, I think it was last year, just got accused of a situation not like this. I believe it was with a girlfriend where, he basically missed 11 games. And then after, he was cleared, his name was cleared, it ended up being kind of like a hoax type situation. His name was cleared, and then he kept playing for the Patriots. It'll be interesting to see what does happen, because the Jabril Pepper situation and the Stephon Diggs situation, much different charges. But, I think a lot of people were saying the NFL typically waits until the legal situation is resolved in court and everything. So if they push it towards the end of March, this would be a next season situation. And if not, maybe around then something will come out more legitimate.
Teams wait on the NFL to do something, and then the NFL, if it's legal, waits on local law enforcement as well. So just like the Patriots said, obviously the entire sports world will wait for the entire investigation, but Trevon Diggs is now cut from the Dallas Cowboys. Stephon Diggs facing legal charges. Stephon Diggs still on the New England Patriots. Trevon Diggs maybe making a playoff run as well. So crazy day for the Diggs family.
What a day! What a day for the Diggs household, man. I don't know, man. Obviously, innocent till you're proven guilty, or guilty till you're proven innocent. I don't know, man. But at the end of the day, um, being in the limelight like this is, it's a gift and a curse. Do I think that Stefan did? I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? I pray he didn't. I pray he's good. If he did do it, then that's between him and whatever happened, and you know what I'm saying. But as far as Trayvon goes, that's crazy. I wonder what happened. Like, why release him now, right? Why not get something trade bait like by March or something like that? Because I don't think they're going to the playoffs. So it's just like, okay, cool. So you have one more game. Wait until March, until like that. They have, like, after the Super Bowl, they have like open, like, where right before combine, right before all that, there's obviously trades going on, so he could be used as trade bait, because he's not a bad player. You know what I mean? He's really not a bad player, but obviously they feel the need to let him go now, so that is definitely a red flag. Depending on certain organizations, of course, they'll bring him on. Like, I think the Ravens organization is a good organization. I think even Steelers and Patriots, possibly. Patriots just because his brother's there, but his brother's has stuff too. So you're going to have two people. If he goes to the Patriots, you're going to have two people on your organization, brothers, that have these. I mean, maybe not. Well, Stephon has allegations, but then Trayvon is just like, what happened with him in Dallas. It's just going to be too much media. So I probably don't see him going to the Patriots. And I mean, I could possibly see him going to the Niners. Niners is a good organization as well. Like, I think could handle stuff down, just because of the leaders in that locker room. Bears. I mean, I guess you could say Bears. I don't know, man. I don't know if Trayvon is diva. Obviously there's speculation and stuff like that, but I guess we'll see. Who do y'all want to see him with? That's the real question. Who you want? Or do you think he should just chill for the playoffs? Like, hey, do your thing. Or you think his career is over at this point? Let me know what y'all think. But I appreciate y'all rocking with me for real. Tune in on the next one. I appreciate y'all. Peace.